A very good morning to all of you. Sorry that I got late. So, did you read the document that I sent indirectly to you? No? इवनिंग में मिल गया था? आज अभी मिला है? अच्छा. Okay. So actually what happens that when I am sitting at home like 11 o'clock in night and I have just said something, then I will send it to you. And I thought that okay, in night it must be reaching you, but fine, in morning. So the elections going on means here in Delhi it is over, but in our class it's going on. Yesterday we talked about the constitutional provisions with regard to election, and I told that part 15 from article 324 to 329 deals with the constitutional means the election provisions, the most important being article 324, which provides for a body which is constitutional body called as election commission, and under this body only chief election commissioner plus 1991 onward two other election commissioners are also appointed. Initially for 3 years they were having high court judge status, but 1993 onwards, and he was having Supreme Court judge status, but 1993 onwards they all were given Supreme Court judge status, so that they are having equal position as far as the election matters are concerned, because the voting, if it is going on for some of the election matters, then it has to be decided on the basis of majority principle. It means if these two people are there and they are going against him, then they will be dominating. So it means chief election commissioner not liking something, but that something can be approved by rest of the two election commissioners. So how many election commissioners we have? Including CEC or excluding CEC? Right, and maximum 4. So in prelims, if there is a question that the constitution in accordance with the parliamentary law provides that maximum 4 election commissioners, excluding CEC, can be there, because even number is to be avoided. Otherwise, then if in case of a tie, there will be a deadlock. Tie means 2:2, 3:3, even number. If odd number is there, then it's fine. Right? Now, this article 324 is also important, that the election commission as a body can make the rules and regulations for conducting the elections peacefully. And in exercising this power given by article 324, they came up with what is called as model code of conduct. Election commission has provided for certain instructions or guidelines for the political parties that they have to observe while campaigning for their candidate, while carrying out the rallies. Okay, even when the election is going on, then you cannot canvass, means convince the voter to vote for the person, right? Even carrying the cash, carrying the liquor, then what is the limit of the cash or the money that you can spend in the election? And that is why there is a debate that rather, while observing the MCC, the money should not be spent by the political parties, rather it should be given by the state. State means India as a state, or state as a unit of India, right? In case of Vidhan Sabha election, so the money can be given not only in cash but also in kind. Not only in cash but also in kind. In kind means free building that your staff can sit. Okay. Then free internet, free telephone, right? Certain vehicles, transportation. Then some money to the political party for printing the banners, the kind of the posters that are sticked on the wall, right? So certain money is to be given, but this has not taken place so far in India. This is a debate that state funding of election should take place in India or not. This state funding of election was recommended by Dinesh Goswami committee. Dinesh Goswami committee. This has been recommended by second ARC. This has been recommended by Justice Tarkande. You know Tarkunde? There is a movie wherein a character has been named as Tarkunde, police officer. I think sub inspector. Taide and Tarkunde were both, but he is a judge. Okay, so Tarkunde also held the same in one of the judgment. State funding of election. Say for example, you are contesting the election, and you have a political party, or you are an independent candidate, and maybe you are having 1 crore rupees for campaigning, but you want the political party, apart from issuing the ticket, should also spend some money on you. So what will happen? From where the political party will be arranging the money, or from which source you will be arranging the money? Honestly, by selling one of your house or car or something like that, or you are having some of the arrangement, or donations. Now, from whom you have sought money? Don't you think that they will be expecting something when you come to power? And here comes the nexus between businessman and you. You have to redeem. You have to oblige back. This is the thing. Now, if the state is coming, sorry, the political party is coming up with the money to sponsor you or to spend money for you, like providing the helicopter, like the Modi ji is, in the rallies and all showcasing. The Bollywood people are also brought in the election rallies and all. From where the money is arranged? Swiss bank account. In the Swiss bank account, from where the money has been arranged? No, not the tax. The contract awarding out of the budget for this road. Say for example, you are a road constructor, means contractor. So if as a government I am giving you a patch of 50-kilometer road is to be built and constructed by you, maybe 500 cr. Why will I be giving you 500 cr? I have I have a company registered on my relative's name, or I will ask him to register a company, and then I will be providing some 500 cr. So you are working, probably you will be having profit out of the work that you are doing. Everyone is doing that. So don't you think that margin of the profit should be coming to me? Now you will be saying, sir, you are asking this money, I am just able to save 1 cr or 2 cr out of this business. So let me give the inflated figure that you want. Say for example, 1 rupee is needed for the project, 10 paisa I will be keeping. So I am adding 20 paisa more in the proposal. So 20 paisa will be submitted by me to your account or to Swiss bank account. That's how it is. That is why state funding of election is to be avoided. One of the commission pointed out one of the comment of a rickshaw puller that I want that election should take place every day. Why? Because on a particular day a rickshaw puller is able to earn 5 to 10,000 rupees. I am a candidate. My supporters have told the rickshaw pullers that while carrying the the passenger, you will be singing song motivated by one political party. That song, Bhagwa Lehrayenge, in Hindi. You know what is that song? आजकल बीजेपी का some song is going on, no? हाँ. So whatever. So there are songs. Okay. So how it is happening? There's a big spectrum. The digital marketing also, the social media use. That is why state funding of election should be allowed. That political party don't want. And then there is a concept of electoral bond to bring transparency. But there is a catch in it, that if I am having 10,000 employee in my company, I can ask or I can deposit electoral bond in the name of my employees. So X amount into 1000. You can understand. It's not that my company will be donating this max amount to you. It's that each employee of my company is a single identity. Maybe SBI is not the only agency, means only bank which is authorizing sale of electoral bonds. The ruling party can come to know that who has given the money in it. It is out of the purview of RTI that you will not be told that from where the money has been brought for electoral bond. Right? So we'll be separately noting it. Now, apart from this, if a political party is to contest election, is it mandatory for a political party to register itself with the election commission? So answer is no. It is not mandatory for a political party to register with election commission, though it is a recommendation that every political party should register with election commission. Now my question is that why you shouldn't go for registration with election commission? If you're registering your political party with election commission, then either you are adjudged as national party, you are adjudged as a state party or the recognized party, or you are only a registered party. Registered party doesn't mean that you are recognized at state party or national party. State party is also called as regional party. So R stands for registered, recognized and regional. 3 words. So there is a qualification that this minimum criteria is there, that we accord national political party status to you. How many like political parties are there as national party? 8. I mean, okay. The National People's Party from Manipur is the latest party as the national one. Right? Now, what is the total criteria for the political party to be a national party? Tell me. 6% of vote share, bus. 6% of total valid vote either in Lok Sabha or in Vidhan Sabha. Now you have to tell that in how many constituencies of Lok Sabha and in how many constituencies of Vidhan Sabha, along with the 6% of votes, it is possible from single state. It is possible cumulatively adding it from other states. You have to tell. Batao. So it should be equal to or more than 4 Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha seats equal to or more than minimum 4 Lok Sabha seats or Vidhan Sabha seats along with 6% of minimum vote. Now you must know this, that a political party may win X plus 1 seat and they may have X percentage of vote. Means the political party which is having Y vote which is greater than X may have certain seats which wherein the X percentage of vote are more than Y percentage of vote. Now still not understood by you. I need to tell you. Say for example 100 voters are there and there are 10 seats and there are two political parties. There are two political parties, 10 seats and 100 voters. Now what do you think that if the two political parties, say for example there is X political party and there is Y political party. X political party won 6 seats and Y political party won 4 seats. X political party out of the valid votes has 40% of vote and this is having 60% of vote. Who will be forming the government? 40%. Is it possible or not? How it is possible? ऐसा होता है, हो गया. Did you understand? No? नहीं? Okay. So X political party wherein the elections are there and X political party is contesting election against Y, this independent candidate and this independent candidate. You are getting my point? Wherein X political party for a seat, from a seat, got only, you can say, I have written 40 here, 40 percentage. Y had, you can say, around 30. This independent candidate got 10% and this independent candidate got how much left? 20. Now who will be winning? This political party. Now this in total is more than this, but still he is the winner. Still he is the winner. Now there may be one thing, that this Y political party has contested or has you can say allowed more than two candidates to field against a single candidate. It is also possible. So these two candidates are not contesting from the seat or from the ticket of Y political party but as an independent candidate, but they are the member of this political party. So you guys 4 are there and you have to contest election from ORN. 100 voters are there. Now who wants to win? Okay, one lady only. You are the winner. 40% of seat. You got 30%, you got 20% and how much left? 10%, right? This is the scenario. Because you were contesting against her, you asked your friends to contest as an independent candidate, not on the same ticket. You are a member of the political party, but you did not contest election on the same ticket. So this is 60 versus 40. That's how the political engineering is done. Bifurcation of votes. Hmm. No, I tell you, this is a complex again concept, that types of elections, that first past the post system, what happens, and proportional representation system, what happens. Somewhere down the line candidate contest the election, somewhere down the line it is not candidate but the political party contest election. So for example, your face is there, your name is there, but people are giving vote in the name of lotus or on the palm. They don't know anything. Your name is there, but campaigning में क्या हो रहा है? Please give vote to the lotus, not your name. In the at least general elections, in general election we have first past the post system. First past the post system necessarily talks about political parties, not the candidate, not the candidate. And there may be a list wherein more than two people are having lotus as the symbol, so as to bifurcate the votes. This is very very simple. So the method will come, the types of method here in this chapter only. Now coming back, for example, 4 Lok Sabha seats or Vidhan Sabha seats, but along with this at least 4 Lok Sabha seats are to be there from single state or from states. It means this is one qualification. This is one qualification, that your political party should have 6% of total valid votes from Lok Sabhas, 4 Lok Sabha seats or 4 Vidhan Sabha seats. Along with that, 4 Lok Sabha seats from states. For example, Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party could not have the national political party status, despite the fact that there were 4 MPs from Punjab. No? Yes or no? अच्छा आपने तो पढ़ा ही नहीं, you have not read it. So Aam Aadmi Party had 4 MPs. Aam Aadmi parties had 67 MLAs from Delhi, but they did not have the 6% of total valid votes, their presence in 4 Lok Sabha or 4 Vidhan Sabha seats in different states. You have understood this? This is one the means qualification. Then second thing is 2% of Lok Sabha seats. 2% of Lok Sabha seats from 3 states, or otherwise it is a state political party, in minimum 4 states or more. State party means recognized or regional party, right? Now there is a question that, sir, what is the qualification for the state political party, right? For a state political party, separate qualifications are there. For example, they are also having 6% of valid votes, 6% of valid votes in Vidhan Sabhas, plus 2 Vidhan Sabha seats, just half of the 4 Lok Sabha. Or what is the alternative? If this qualification is not fulfilled or this eligibility criteria is not fulfilled, और क्या हो सकता है? 6% of valid votes in Lok Sabha plus 1 Lok Sabha seat in that state. It means what? If Aam Aadmi Party is contesting election as a neutral registered party and it has to be a state party like it is today. So if it is having 6% of total valid votes in Lok Sabha seats, लोक सभा सीट्स कहाँ से अभी तक आम आदमी पार्टी ने इलेक्शन कॉन्टेस्ट किया है? बनारस, पंजाब, अभी गुजरात, यही किया है. तो 6% ऑफ टोटल वैलिड वोट्स है और एक लोकसभा की सीट है, तो फिर ये एक स्टेट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है. यदि ये भी फुलफिल्ड नहीं है तो क्या हो सकता है? 3% सीट्स, 3% seats in Lok Sabha, right? And विधानसभा के अंदर में यदि होना है तो 3 सीट उस स्टेट से होनी चाहिए. यदि ये वाला भी क्राइटेरिया यदि फुलफिल्ड नहीं है तो क्या है, 1 सीट इन लोकसभा इन एवरी 25 सीट्स. लोकसभा में टोटल सीटें कितनी है, 543. तो यानी कि यहां से इफ वी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 0 फ्रॉम 1 to 25 there has to be 1 seat. Then from 26 to 50 there has to be 1 seat. Then from 51 to 75 or 76 there has to be 1. So in every 25 seat you need to have 1 seat for 1 seat of Lok Sabha, not of Vidhan Sabha. If it is also not fulfilled, then in 2011 there was another eligibility criteria to be a state political party was added by Election Commission. What is that? 8% of valid vote in Lok Sabha election or Vidhan Sabha election. It was added in 2011. इसे एक बार और समझ के देखेंगे. ये मुझे पता है that आपको अभी समझ में नहीं आया. You have not understood this clearly. I am pretty sure about it. Okay, but we will be understanding it. We will be having one example of a political party. Then we will try to register it as national political party or state political party. There has to be a numerical, right? Yeah. Number of which one, last one, 8%. No, it is different for different cases. You just write one paragraph for it, then you can ask the doubt. Yesterday I told you the heading criteria, right? Now every political party, just before you start writing, why a political party wants a national political party status or a regional or state political party status? Because certain benefits are accrued to them. Say for example, if there is a ballot paper, today we have EVM. Don't you think that the person who is having this position, like first, second, third candidate, is having more advantage, more visibility? Who doesn't want to be on the top? So a regional political party or the national political party, if the elections are of Lok Sabha, they will be on the top. Now say for example there are 4 candidates from same political party, then how will they be arranged? Alphabetically. So that is why your name should be from A always. Akash, Ajay, right? Then after A, then second letter is considered, even for your roll numbers. In exam, 10th class, 12th class, you might have seen that way, right? Now apart from this, the benefit that free time in All India Radio and Doordarshan, DD News, Lok Sabha TV, Rajya Sabha TV is there for a political party. You need not to pay the money. Then in Delhi, national political party will be given a building, right? A building. Then their symbol, even if they are losing the status of a national political party or state political party, it is not snatched away with immediate effect. They are given time. Once BJP was on the verge of losing its lotus, but sooner they got it back. After 2004, BJP was in a very bad shape. Of course, no one can say that, no one can deny that the presence of this man, right? So is a savior factor, not only savior factor but thriving factor for this party, right? So please write again, a political party in order to be a political party in order to be a national political party needs to fulfill either of the following criteria, either of the following criteria. Number one, it must have 6% 6% of valid votes in in at least in at least four states in general election to Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha, to Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha, full stop. In addition, in the same point, in addition to this 6%, comma, minimum 4 Lok Sabha seats from one or more states must be won by that political party, full stop. if this criteria is not fulfilled, then alternatively that political party must have 2% of Lok Sabha seat 2% of Lok Sabha seat from three or more states that is total 11 seats. 2% कितना हुआ 543 का, around 11 seats, right? That is 11 seats from 3 states, full stop. If it is also not fulfilled, then such political party must be a state political party in minimum 4 states, right? So all in all there are 3 qualification in that paragraph. And right below this, if a political party needs to be a state political party which is also called as regional political party, then one has to fulfill either of the following 5 criteria. Number 1, minimum 6% of valid votes in Vidhan Sabha election along with along with two Vidhan Sabha seats, along with two Vidhan Sabha seats, or number second, 6% of valid votes, 6% of valid votes in Lok Sabha election, along with one Lok Sabha seat in that state. In that state. Then number third, 3% seats in Vidhan Sabha, or 3 seats in Vidhan Sabha, 3% seats in Vidhan Sabha, or 3 seats in Vidhan Sabha, whichever is more. Whichever is more. 3% seats in Vidhan Sabha or 3 seats in Vidhan Sabha, whichever is more. इस point का क्या मतलब हुआ? What do we mean by this point? If say for example Delhi, how many seats we have? 70. So what is the 3% of 70? That is 2.1. Yeah, 2.1. So either 2.1 is lesser than 3 or more is lesser. So in case of political parties to be a regional political party or a political party from Delhi, then what will happen? Minimum 3 seats. In case a party is, means a state is having more than 100 seats. So out of 100, what is 3%? 3. So it is equal in both the cases. So in larger states, definitely political party will like to have 3 seats, and in smaller states the percentage, but coincidentally in Delhi it is 2.1% and 3 seats. So for a political party, they must focus on percentage of vote in Delhi or on the seats? On the seats, because it is achievable. The next point, one seat in Lok Sabha, one seat in Lok Sabha from every 25th seat, from every 25 seats, from every 25 seats. So bracket में कितने आएंगी total सीटें? 543 divided by 25. 543 divided by 25 कितना होगा? Whatever I am, 22. So in bracket 22 seats. Then fifth one, the last one, 8% of valid votes हाँ हाँ, तो यहाँ पे in every 25, it means 6% of valid vote in Lok Sabha along with one seat in Lok Sabha from that state. Otherwise, if we are removing 6% criteria, then one seat in every 25 seats, which is harder in nature. The next one, 8% of valid votes in Lok Sabha election, or Vidhan Sabha election, in bracket it was added in 2011. It was added in 2011. याद है? the voters who are disqualified, right? The fake voting, duplicate voting, right? Then postal ballot. So many criterias are there wherein the votes are not recognized as the vote casted. Now, please write below this the benefits of the political parties. Registered political parties. Write in it. Though it is not mandatory, though it is not mandatory for a political party to register itself with the election commission full stop, for availing following benefits the same is desirable. The same is desirable. Number 1, election commission reserve the symbol for registered political party at national and state level. National and state level. The number 2, the party's candidate names are printed on the top of the ballot papers 1996 onwards. In bracket, these names are alphabetically arranged. If there are more than one candidate from single party. The number 3rd, in the constituency. Why it is not feasible? To confuse the voter. It is possible. So say for example, the people from Lotus, there may be 4 people also. What is the problem? Isn't? So say for example, if in one constituency one Congress candidate is stronger, there are no chance that BJP will be winning vote, right? By asking one candidate to field against that strong man or person. Now, what as BJP I will do, I will ask 3 or 4 candidates to field against the single person. Simple. Even there are chance that one person will not be winning. So what I am doing, I am deteriorating the prospect of Congress by not allying my victory, but by allying the victory of an independent candidate. You are not getting. So say for example, there are candidates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Like this we are having. Now maybe they are there. So within the national political parties, so Congress and BJP, two national political parties, say for to understand it, and they are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So A, B, D, H, L, these are the first letters of these candidates. So they will be arranged in that alphabetical order, right? Now this H, no, the first A, the H person is having more chance for its victory. So what I have done, that I have asked four of my candidates to field against him, and they all are having lotus in front of their name. Then there are independent candidates, these two. In total, what happened, that this candidate got around 55% of total valid votes. Total valid votes, and these two candidates got, one got 11, another got 9%. Another got 9%. Now if this person is to be defeated, then what is to be done? इसके वोट बांट दो नहीं, कैसे बांटेंगे? I have not thought that way to put the real numbers here. So for example, on the basis of 11%, it has to be made victorious in this constituency. So what will I do, that this 55% potential, I will like to disperse them in the name of the rest of the candidate. So in total, what will happen, that in real, this candidate must have 8% of total valid weight, the minimum one, and rest of the vote should go to the other candidates, right, who are having the potential, that they are recognized at the local level for their local work, maybe drinking water, maybe social service, maybe their name, maybe they are the father or son, or they are the ex-IAS or whatever, right? So what will happen, the diversion of vote will take place. So if what number you will like to put here, say for example, in total 5 से तो काम चलेगा नहीं यहाँ पे, और what I have to do, that 21% this candidate, 19% this candidate, and this should have 18%, and other 4 should be given 17, 16, 15 or 14, so that total number of valid votes should be 100. What is my point, that if this person is otherwise was able to secure maximum votes, but by asking the other candidates to field against him, we can allow that we are not victorious in one constituency, nor he is victorious, then other person is victorious. Then what will happen, that the other candidate will be having alliance and coalition with this independent candidate. And such model is followed at the national as well as the state level. How the coalition format of government was made possible in J&K when PDP was fielding against with BJP. What was the latest format before Article 370 in J&K? So there was a coalition format of government. BJP was there in the picture. If BJP might have not been there in the picture in the coalition format of government in J&K, Article 370 could not have been reality. The scrapping of it. Why? Because J&K constitution allow the emergency only for 6 months. Beyond it, it is only Article 356 which could make it possible. And that story of scrapping Article 370 was 1 year, 6 months around, means the paperwork, so that still the case is not being heard completely and the delimitation exercise is going on. Maybe another promise to the CGI that after your retirement you are appointed as governor. But it is good. At least peoples are getting some benefit. Right? Now there is another benefit to a national party, that if a candidate is no more during the election exercise, then will election be countermanded, halted, or they will proceed further? No, they will proceed further. For example, this candidate is no more. In place of this person, another person will be nominated, even if only 3 days are left. In case of an independent candidate, if you are no more means you are no more. But in case of your candidate, some of the party face, means family face is introduced. You are getting my point or not? So this the same thing is happening, that bhai bhatija vaat. You understand in English, nephew and brotherhood, nepotism. Hmm? He won and die. Then the nomination takes place for next 6 months. The for next 6 months the constituency is having nomination, and the person is MLA or MP for 6 months. Within 6 months in the by election, one has to win. But in case of independent candidate, there will be another fresh exercise. No nomination possible. Did you understand what did I say? So that is the main advantage. Right. Please write the third point. In case of death of a candidate, in case of a death of a candidate, comma, elections cannot be countermanded, cannot be countermand countermand but yes, but yes, elections can be delayed, elections can be delayed within the same election exercise, within the same election exercise. In the same point, full stop. In case of independent candidate, in case of independent candidates, elections are not delayed, elections are not even delayed. Then fourth point, free AIR time, All India Radio time, free AIR time is given in Prasar Bharati, DD News, Prasar Bharati and DD News for election campaigning. Election campaigning. The next point, if a political party loses its recognition, loses its recognition as national or state party, national or state party, comma, it will not lose its symbol. It will not lose its symbol with immediate effect. Immediate effect. Full stop. It will be given a period of 6 years. Period of 6 years to regain the status. To regain the status, and in that period, it is free to use its symbol. It is free to use its symbol exclusively in elections. In elections, but it will not enjoy other facilities. It will not enjoy other facilities given to other political parties. Given to other political parties. यहाँ तक की बात समझ में आई? Now the document that has been sent to you in between, I just want you to just sail through this document. आएगा वो, आएगा. Electoral bond. No, no, no. नहीं, it's not that. डोनेशन लेने के लिए इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट को बना है. एक्सपेंडिचर की लिमिट है. दैट या एक्सपेंडिचर की लिमिट है. स्टार कैंपेनर फॉर एग्जांपल, हु आर स्टार कैंपेनर्स means it is a standard term. The star campaigners. Star campaigner is the one who is registered as the election with the election commission from political party side, that he or she will be one of the main face who will be campaigning for a political party. For example, from BJP, main star campaigner is Modi, and maximum 40 person can be registered as star campaigner from national political party side, because whole India, for example, for Lok Sabha, 40 is the number, and X amount is to be spent by whom? The political party. For a star campaigner, out of that X amount, there is no limit. Means full X amount can be spent for that star campaigner. Right? It means that star campaigner is having a limit within that total limit. But in prelims, if they are asking a question that what about the total limit for the star campaigner, and the answer is no limit, it is not like that. It is having a limit, that the total party sanctioned amount, it cannot go beyond that, right? Now please see that 20-page document. Yeah. One has to be, if one has violated model code of conduct, then election commission will disqualify him. One may go to the court, then court will be asking the election commission, and then election commission will reply. Yes, there is a section 8 and Section 8 Clause 4 of Representation of People Act, which may become the savior for a candidate in case of one is found convicted. So for example, 6 years imprisonment I have given you for some of the wrongdoings during election campaign. So it will not happen with immediate effect that you are an MP and you have to be sent to jail. First protection is that you can make an appeal against that punishment in the highest court within 3 months, right? Then there is another thing, that such punishment is converted into a fine, that per month this amount you have to give, or in lump sum you have to give that amounts. Then from the date of commission of that wrongdoing, that fine will take place. If the punishment has been given in form of imprisonment, then punishment will take place from the date when the punishment has been awarded. It means the 6 years period may take place after 4 years that you have spent as an MP, and for next 6 years you will not be allowed to contest election, means 4 plus 6, 10 years. I will take it up separately, Section 8 Clause 4. Now in this document, what are the things that we have, the issues? What is the issue related to postal ballot? What is the issue related to disqualification? Then what is the issue related to the election symbols, reservation and allotment order 1968? Then what is NERPAP? Then what is ETBPS? Section 153A, Section 505 of Representation of People's Act. ये आपके लिए होमवर्क है, इसमें से आपको मेरे को आंसर बताने हैं इन सब के. What is IDEA? What is Lily Thomas case? What is M2 and M3 format of EVM? ये सारे के सारे आपके लिए क्वेश्चन है एज पार्ट ऑफ होमवर्क आउट ऑफ दिस 20 पेज डॉक्यूमेंट. ऑल द आंसर्स आर देयर इन इट. ठीक है, ब्यूटीफुली रिटन. The joy of reading you may have out of the expressions, means sentence formation, simple worded, not very kind of rocket science English. After these 20 pages you need not to delve into any kind of current affairs, at least for last 2 years, 2000 full 21 and full 22. This is all current affairs of election commission, which is of course useful for next 1 or 2 years. Yeah, if in other months if you are coming to know about other new news, then you're always available with one of the newspapers. Now if I talk about The first article that recasting the selection process of election commission. There is a name, Ashok Lavasa. I was telling this name yesterday also. Ashok Lavasa. Why he was being or he was influencing or he was favoring the Modi the episode that he had shown the symbol lotus symbol within the periphery of one electoral booth, and certain things means such actions for violating of model code of conduct was not taken. Ashok Lavasa, who is Ashok Lavasa? Election commissioner, right? Then he favored the government, then he is having the benefit out of it. Then in 1975, Justice Tarkunde Committee, what it has recommended, that election commissioners should be appointed by forming a committee wherein the chairperson of Rajya Sabha should be there, the speaker should be there, leader of opposition should be there. And what happens today, that how election commissioners are appointed? By president, but how the president is coming to know that this person is to be appointed as election commission? Council of Ministers, cabinet, that's it. Yes. How chief election commissioner is appointed? Hmm? Seniority principle, that out of these two election commissioners, seniority principle. So if one political party need one to be chief election commissioner who will be favoring them, then they will be having this route. Automatically seniority principle is followed. You're getting my point or not? Right? Now, will you be reading it at home? I can believe it. Should I? Okay. Write the answer for whatever it is written here. And after reading this document, I feel that there should not be any doubt as far as these articles are concerned. The next heading is electoral bonds. Ji. They are enjoying the status of Supreme Court judge. What does it mean? Hmm? Hmm. कहना थोड़ा मुश्किल है आपका, मतलब क्वेश्चन किस तरीके से है? Hmm. Chief election commissioner, yes, chief election commissioner will be helping or will be playing role in removal of the election commissioners, but not in the appointment. Now the electoral bonds. What are the electoral bonds and how these are used? You know that the only the SBI branches are used to purchase this electoral bond, right? But is it a window? It is a window that is helping the incumbent government, or it is going against the interest of incumbent government? Able to? No, they are able to use, means opposition also can have. Huh. But the source, they will come to know. Hmm? Yes, the agent of army, basically, they will come to know that who is the biggest donor for the opposition. This is the main fear, and that becomes the window that indirectly help the incumbent, the ruling political party, that they can cut the thread of the sponsors. So they have the other thing, like, you know, they have made Tata as the trustee. Recently, Prime Minister Modi ji have made Tata the trustee of Prime Minister Relief Fund. Tata becoming trustee of Prime Minister Relief Fund. You understand this? Though I believe that doctrine of trusteeship floated and promoted by Mahatma Gandhi is good for nation, but such money will be used to construct or to donate the trust made for Ram Mandir. You know Ram Mandir. So how much money is needed? Such as sprawling buildings, right? So it is not a welcoming thing that we are spending so much for the religious affair. Otherwise, what I feel that let this Akshardham be UPSC hostel. So, I mean, yes or no? So indirectly, na. So that is what I'm saying. It is a private trust. Who is donating in the trust? I can donate, but only 100 rupees or 1,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees. That's it. But hmm, कितने भी कर सकते हैं. So don't you think that Prime Minister Relief Fund will be donating something to trust, and it is only auditable, not under the RTI. आज पिलग्रिम्स को देते थे, तो अभी नहीं देते. We give subsidy, no, we give money to the children of the same community for their educational purpose, but it is the directive of court. But that subsidy amount is very less. No, I'm not against Hindutva, not I am pro any Muslim, no, not pro any Christianity. I am enjoying everyone, every religion. Please bring biryani, please bring Christian Christmas cake, which is very dear, and please bring halwa from Gurudwara. For me, every religion is having something that can benefit me. Other thing I don't know. As simple as that. As far as UPSC is concerned, and I also ask you to follow the same ideology till the time interview is cracked. After that, whatever you want to feel about your religion, that's fine. Because education, after that in administration, you are free. And of course, who doesn't do things for their own religion or for their own community? And that's how MPLAD and MLAD the schemes are. That's fine. I'm not saying this. But beyond cutoff, we need not to go. We can write one line about electoral bonds. These are monetary instruments in form of bearer bonds, bearer bonds, through which a donor can contribute money in political parties fund for elections and related purpose. These have been introduced in January month of 2018. With the following provisions. Number one, it can be purchased from SBI branches SBI branches, the number 2, it does not bear the name of purchaser, it does not bear the name of purchaser. The number 3, political parties must encash it within 14 days, must encash it within 14 days. The number 4, political party will have to show them in balance sheet without revealing or exposing donor's name for not being harassed by opponents. The next, even election commission, EC in short, election commission, IT department, RTI will not cover donor's name so as to have complete anonymity. Right, then right below this, the paragraph, EB means electoral bond, facilitate the process to know accounted money that reduces the unaccounted money amount donated to the political parties. Full stop. But it does not help reduction help in reduction of corporate funding full stop. Now, contrary to this, contrary means opposite to this, companies can use EB route. EB means electoral bond route. In addition to rupees 2000 cash limit, for every employee donation. Full stop. So, business politics nexus nexus will be more. Full stop. Companies could donate up till 7.5%, could donate up till UPTILL up till 7.5% of its profit But EB, electoral bond, EB has opened new possibility for more more donation that includes that include foreign funding too, right? Political parties, political parties refusing refusing to come under RTI further complicate the issue. The issue, full stop. An NGO called as ADR, an NGO called as ADR, ADR means Association for Democratic Reform. ADR revealed that more than 70% of political party 70% of political party fund in last 11 years came from unknown sources, right? So this is something for electoral bond. Now the electoral bond, before that, the state funding of election that we were talking about, the reform suggestions given by Dinesh Goswami committee, and the Representation of People Act, which was lately amended in 1998, is very important. So there are two Representation of People Act, 1950 and 1951. Hmm? CAG. Yeah, so but electoral bonds are not under RTI. That you will not come to know that who has donated this amount. It has to be hidden. But auditing in terms of the expenditure is there. So it is electronic money. Always the bill is there. Then second thing is that CAG, an audit of a political party is possible only when there is some case registered in the court, not in the general way. So I am a political party, I am an independent candidate, I have been sponsored this much of money, then necessarily audit will not be conducted for my case until unless there is a complaint. Understood? What did I say? You are donating money to a temple. Temple is not maintaining a record, and that amount is to be audited. For example, Tirupati Balaji. So what is the amount of money that you can think that Tirupati Balaji is having in one day from donation source? Only. So only 10 crore or more. More. So every day 10 crore is coming from people or from the big sources? So big sources are directly donating money to its account, electronic transfer. Then how people will come to know? Means the normal crowd. Do we have the transparency of it that through website you can come to know that what is the donation collection for a day? No, the audit will be there only for the purpose that who has donated this money to you. We will be going to that person to see his account, that from where he is arranging the money. If that account is not revealing that money, and the black money has been given by that person or in the name of the person, then we will be asking that from where this unaccounted money has been brought. Simple. But I am donating X amount, means 10,000 crore to a temple, cannot be objected to. And it is taxable or not? It is not taxable. And that money will be used for what purpose then? Such a big huge amount. Hmm? Given to, and मान लो आपके पास 1,000 करोड़ रुपए है, थोड़ा बहुत मुझे भी दे देना। तिरुपति बालाजी को आपने पैसे दे दिए, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये अनअकाउंटेड मनी था। तिरुपति बालाजी को बोला कि आप टेंपल बनाओ इन द नेम ऑफ चैरिटी। टेंपल बन गया। टेंपल में पुअर लोगों का, पुअर पीपल्स, सॉरी आई स्पोक इन हिंदी, poor people's treatment will be there because you requested to make a temple and for the charity purpose it will be used, right? Now to have the maintenance, to have the staff and the salary of them, from where the money will be coming? You have purchased the land, that money has been used. Building has been constructed, that money has been used. Now you have hired the people, from where the salary will be brought, because poor people have been charged minimal, the nominal amount. Then for 2-3 hours from morning 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, open OPD is there, 50 rupees, 10 rupees. But after 12 o'clock the prices are higher. You are getting my, it is allowed. Why it has been allowed? Because how they will be arranging the money, that doctor has to be paid, the nurses have, right, the maintenance, everything. Now here it is a business. So your money has this route and the benefit of it is going to you indirectly. So these are the ways and means to adjust the black money. And it is not possible that if 10,000 crore rupees hospital has been built, there has to be more than one party. So you, your friend, other people, 10,000 crore rupees of 10 people, like that. And then maybe this money, of course, the political party, where is the money? There's a political party. So they will be asking you to give something. Then that hospital will be having certain government orders that it will be impaneled to give services to ECGHS, or what is the name of that scheme, for the retired defense personnel and the staff, right? So the hospitals have been impaneled if the government hospital is not available in the vicinity, right? Now investment, it is an investment only, indirect. Yes, they can purchase. They can purchase. FCRA has been amended. It will go back to the account of the donor, or it will be lying there with the bank that the donor can claim. Please put the heading electoral reforms. Electoral reforms. एक मिनट, एक गलती हो गई, we had to talk about first Representation of People Act 1950 and 1951, and I was to tell something about it before we could start. You can put the heading Electoral Reform and RPA both, there is no problem in it, right? Representation of People Act. Now, Representation of People Act 1950 and 1951, why it has been made, why it has been enacted by the Parliament? Because of Article 324. What Article 324 says, that the President will appoint the Chief Election Commissioner and the election commissioners in accordance with the law enacted by the Parliament. Then the same Article 324 is saying that the election commission will be having responsibility to conduct the election. This is the only line. Now, how will they be conducting the election? And for this matter, we require what? Representation of People Act 1950 and 51. Now, I told yesterday that Election Commission is conducting election for President and Vice President also, apart from Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. So, President and Vice President elections are also conducted under RPA, or other act is there to regulate the elections of President and Vice President? President and Vice President Act, Election Act, sorry, 1952. Again enacted by the Parliament only. President and Vice President Elections Act 1952 regulate the election process for these two people's election. Understood? Rest of the people, MPs of Rajya Sabha, MPs of Lok Sabha, MLAs, MLCs, are conducted under RPA 1950 and RPA 1951. Now, what is the difference between RTA 1950 and 51? बोलो. 1950 and 51. So, for example, I need to uh, increase the number of seats in Lok Sabha, or I need to redraw the boundaries, right? Which act out of these two will be influencing? 1950, right? Means 1950 is providing the fundamental for other person to sit as an MP or MLA or MLC. Now, if I need to put the qualifications for MP and MLAs, then RB in 1951 will be coming into the picture. Qualification means disqualification too. Yes or no? So this is RPA, and RPA has been mentioned in your syllabus, standard syllabus of UPSC. Elections have not been mentioned that directly. RPA become part of your governance too, but we will see the detailed part of it in the governance. But for election purpose, RPA is important. So we can write one line before we are winding up the class. RPA 1951 is one of the most important document for Indian democracy, from elections point of view. It provides for detailed machinery detailed machinery through which elections are to be held. Elections are to be held for Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad and Rajya Sabha. Right. It has 13 parts, 1 3, 13 parts, and it has 192 sections in it. 192 sections in it. The important sections includes section 3, comma section 4, section 5, comma section 11A, section 11A. Then right below this, section 3 of RPA 1951 provides the qualifications for Rajya Sabha members, wherein it says that Rajya Sabha members, wherein it says that it is not necessary for a person to be an elector in that state or UT from where he is contesting. Right, full stop. So one can be an elector from any constituency in India. Right, full stop. In 2006, Supreme Court also held section 3 valid in Kuldeep Nair case. In Kuldeep Nair, Nayyar, Nair case. The next paragraph, section 4 provides qualification for Lok Sabha MP. Wherein it has been provided that one must be an elector elector from any parliamentary constituency for general category full stop. For SC ST category one can contest from reserved as well as general seat. reserved as well as general seat, but general candidate cannot contest from reserved constituency, full stop. The district of Assam autonomous district of Assam, Lakshadweep and Sikkim are having protective mechanism as SC/ST cannot contest from there if they are not resident of such place. Okay, so after this section 5 and other sections like section 11A, which is for disqualification, we'll see tomorrow. These 20-page document you please read, because rather than giving you writing, I just give you this. UPSC will not be asking any question from the conventional information, for election at least. There will be any burning issue from which the question may be there. For example, what is the postal ballot system and will new electronically assisted voting system, that is ECLB, will facilitate more turnout of votes or not? Second question can be there, that in your view, linking of Aadhaar card with voter ID card will be helpful in ensuring healthy democracy? The answer is there in this 20-page document. It will be helpful. You saw the question there. Then there can be a question with regard to the Election Commission's arbitrary exercise connected to Article 324 when it comes to the fact that Election Commission has the power to transfer one official from one department to another place, or one place to another place within the constituency or within the state. Do they have the power? That has been seen in recent time. Maybe because one officer was helping the then lady Prime Minister also in 1970s, right? What was the name of that person? The name, okay, याद आ जाएगा कभी बाद में. So that may happen, right? So we have to analyze it. Then there may be other issues like what all notings. That Election Commission being member of IDEA, Stockholm, Election Commission is ratifying all its protocol or not? Do we invite the observers liberally or as per our choice? The electoral observer concept has been introduced by T.N. Session from 1996 onward. Election observer means a person from other country will be coming to observe the elections of Lok Sabha as well as of Vidhan Sabha. Election observers, if they have given adverse report to the Election Commission that certain malpractices have taken place, Election Commission on the basis of such adverse report may decide that elections will be held again. You are getting my point? Then the EVM related things, the next generation M3 EVMs are being used, wherein around 384 candidates can be there. Earlier at max 64 candidates, 16 in one including nota, so 16 in series clubbed along with other three EVMs, making a total of 4, then total 64 candidate. Now at max there may be 384 candidates. So is EVM total foolproof mechanism? Can we not have internet linked EVMs the way we are having it in US? In US, remote voting system. Okay, so when you read this document, you will come to know. You will enjoy reading it, I'm sure. So we can see things tomorrow, right? ठीक है? Any question? No question? हाँ हाँ बोलो बोलो. How should lose national party status? Either of the qualification, 3 qualifications that I have told you. No authority. There is a report of every election with the Election Commission. The BJP, I'm just forgetting the kind of minimum. It was not having representation in 4 states, only 3. So BJP was given time like 6 years is the maximum time. Within that, they started having its presence in South India. Right? I think it happened in 2006 or 7. जी. Because it is having another purpose, that indirect election, only the parliamentarians and the state legislature members are taking part in it. Any dispute is there, then Election Commission is not dealing, but the Supreme Court is the sole arbitrator, right? So for that purpose, the president and vice president election 1952 separately dealing with this. Even the Rajya Sabha members are also elected indirectly by following the same process that is followed for president and vice president, that is proportional representation system. But for Rajya Sabha, we are having RPA. Why? Because the Rajya Sabha is having the constituency, the number of seats as per schedule 4. An election commission has to deal with certain disqualifications. Right? So this is the cogent or logical reason for it. So we will see you tomorrow. Okay.